Hey, it's Amale, and in this video, I want to talk about self-authority in relation with anger, and how does self-authority reset helps with anger. The first thing I want to say about anger is that we often think that anger is bad, but actually, anger is just a signal, it's just an information. It's something normal and something that we should more accept than try to hide or reject, you know? It's not something bad, it's not something to hide, it's just something to accept. And we can accept it, but also try to understand it and then channel it. I've seen, well, now it's a little less, it's a little less the case, but I often seen um, the idea that emotion have labels, like negative emotions, positive emotions, but actually none of it, none of them are bad. They're just part of this scale or emotional scales. You don't have bad emotion or good emotions. Maybe they make us feel bad, and that's why we have this label that these emotions are good or these emotions are bad, but none of it is good or bad. It's just there. And seeing it like this, we can understand that if there's like no emotion are good or bad, we don't need to reject some and accept some or try to control some, you know. We can just accept all of it. I remember when I was younger, I used to be very angry, especially seeing what was going on around me. Um, And at the time, I just didn't know how to control my anger, or not control my anger, but understand my anger. I thought, or I should say, I learned that anger wasn't really something that I should show. And so my tendency was to hide it. And hiding anger only make it more powerful because it creates frustration, because a feeling can't really just go away if you don't actually channel it. And the truth about anger especially, it can be very powerful. Actually, anger can be extremely powerful when you channel it the right way. I don't uh, believe that some emotion should just be suppressed, or that at some point we reach some kind of higher state and then we don't feel any emotion. I don't believe that. I think if you live life, you will feel emotions. The only thing is to actually learn to channel it, to channel these emotions and not let them control you or make you reactive. But I don't think we can avoid emotions. Emotions are part of life, and the sooner we accept it, the sooner it gets better. So, as I mentioned, emotions are like energies or tools. And for anger, this is also an energy. I like to compare it to fire, because it's this, this burst of energy, and it really, anger is just a tool. It really depends how you use it. It's not bad, it's not good. It's up to you how you choose to use it. Do you use it to punch someone, or do you use it to create this enormous project, and or this um, work of art? Do you use it to work out, or do you use it to burn something, or I don't know. And it's really all about that. It's really learning to channel that emotion, and not let the emotion make you reactive. Not reacting to the emotion, but learning to channel it. You can recognize that it's there and try to understand it. Why are you here? What are you trying to teach me? Why is this anger here? Where does this come from? And trying to ask some question to that emotion, to try to understand it, and then channel it through martial arts, to sport, to, I mean, there's so many ways. I've seen some clients use it in art, in sports, working out. Um, some people run and channel that anger through their workout. This is also something that I experienced personally. Um, when I was younger, I just didn't know how to channel that anger, but I was able to do many sports, so I was able to channel that energy into sports. Like I used to do judo, I did Muay Thai, um, so many sports that allowed me to channel that anger, but also music that allowed me to channel this energy into something, into a project. But the fact is, with anger, the best thing you can do is not stay still. I mean, you can take time to actually understand the anger, but then try to channel it, because otherwise, anger kind of um, it has this, it's this weird energy that if you don't channel the energy, it starts eating you, you know, or like, yeah, this feeling of eating, or like the anger is eating you, that's how I would describe it. But the best thing you can do is really try to channel it through something. And another thing, one thing that can help to stop being so reactive is to notice that the anger, especially when it comes in burst of anger, and to start taking deep breath in and out. Actually, I found that trick with anger um, through some. It's from a tradition. Um, it says when when you're sitting, you should lie down. When you're standing, sit down. And just by changing the position that you're in helps you change state. And just by, like, for example, if you're standing and you feel that burst of anger and you notice it, start by taking a deep breath in and out, and then you can start to sit, and that way maybe you might be less reactive, or at least it gives you the time to actually think about the action that you're going to take, instead of being like emotion reaction, you know. That way you have that lapse of time that allows you to actually calm down, and then um, take an action if you want to take an action. So yeah, to just conclude that video, basically what you can do with anger, and how the self-authority helps you actually with anger, is to really understand that emotions are not um, the bad guy or the enemy, but actually just something that provides you information on your emotional state and your internal state. And questioning that emotion helps you actually understand a lot about yourself. Learning to learning to explore where these emotions come from, instead of letting them take over you, or to overpower you, you know, like, and making you more reactive, you know. um, so yeah, and this is what self-authority reset is all about. If you're interested, I will put the link to book a call with me, or to join the next self-authority reset groups. um, and yeah, I really hope that video helped you, and I will see you in my next video.